Hello everyone, I'm Bruffy1322 and welcome to another episode of the Content Creator series, these Content Creator live streams. The meetup that we had for this one was militarized vehicles, weaponized vehicles, things like that. But we are back on the Xbox One to go over 7 more community created tracks. We'll give them all a bit of a look. I'll give my thoughts on them, maybe give some tips if I think they can be improved. Otherwise we'll just have some fun racing some good tracks, and you guys can get the links for those tracks in the description and play them with your friends. But yeah, let's load up the playlist and get going with this. Yay, rain. That means we are not going to have rain in the race because Rockstar don't want us to have rain races for some reason. I'm still triggered about that. I'm still annoyed that we don't have weather options still in stunt races. At least we've got a little bit of a damp track to start with. This is the closest you're gonna get to a wet stunt race. This is it, and then it'll be dry in like 10 seconds, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is a stunt track to start us off, I believe. A focus on jumps and tubes and all this kind of stuff. And as always with these streams, we've got a mix of stunt racers. Oh wow, we survived that. Oh my god, there's so... we got through all of that, I can't believe it. There's a mix of regular circuit races we'll have some stunt races, some themed style races, some dual races, all sorts of different things. I think there's a rally race at the end as well. Oh no, oh, I'm gonna fail at this so badly because it requires air control. It requires a bit of air control. Alright. Well, I mean, we're 6th at the minute. I feel like things could be worse. What the... Oh wow, this is one hell of a loop. I've not seen anything like this before. Okay, that's quite impressive. Oh, and that's one hell of a jump. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. As stunt races go. This is pretty good. Success! The boosts. Give me that Italy GTB top speed. Yes. Is that an adder? Or is it a Nero? I keep getting the Nero mixed up with the adder. Pretty sure that's the adder. Give it a helping hand. Yeah, this is a good track. This is a good stunt track. I'm liking this. This is a bit different with the huge jumps and the big loop and all this kind of stuff. Oh, this hasn't gone well. That's alright though, that's alright. We saved it. Saved it. Yeah, this is good. It's a Nero classic. Yes. Nero Retro. Now we got the big loop. Yeah, this has been a good track to start us off with. I always feel like that's cool as well. I always feel like we're missing a little bit when it comes to good stunt tracks. Like they don't have to like completely change the world and be really convoluted and oh, the adder's gone. The adder's rip. But they just have to give you a bit of fun. Like this is just good fun to me. You can see people from all over the place as well, falling down from the big heights. It's pretty cool. I don't like, maybe it's a common misconception that people think I don't like stunt races. I don't like badly made stunt races or extremely boring stunt races, which Rockstar, everything created or verified by Rockstar falls into one of those two categories, either badly made or very boring, and quite often both. But if it's well made and it has something to it, then I'm all down for stunt races. To me, they're a bit fun. Yes. Yes. Wrecked. The one time where I've done some good air control. I mean, maybe I was probably a little bit wrong there when I said everything created or verified by Rockstar falls into one of those two categories. I'll change that to say most things created by Rockstar falls into one of those two categories. Most of them are either badly made or completely uninteresting. But the title of this one is called Vertigo. It fits the name absolutely perfectly. I couldn't have picked a better name for this track. I like this. It's simple. It has a theme to it. Vertigo, big jumps, with a focus on basically air control, controlling your car in the air, and it executes that theme perfectly well. So I like this. Don't talk to me about Gordo. Gordo is the worst. Now the Twitch chat is just having a discussion of all Rockstar created or verified tracks. I still can't believe when we played those verified tracks on one of the content creator streams. I just still can't believe those are the things that got verified. Baffles me to this day. Seems like the Rockstar verification just doesn't happen anymore. Seems like they're just not doing it, which is disappointing. And if they were ever to bring back Rockstar verification, I can 100% guarantee a proper racing circuit is not getting verified. Never ever. Never again. Well, that was a surprise. From last to first. Sweet! Yeah, I like that track. Good stuff. Yeah, we are dropping frames. The issues have reoccurred. I don't know what it is. There's something going on with our internet, I'm sure. Okay, yeah, sorry, I wasn't absolute stone dead last. I was one from last. Okay, Oleg, I'll give it a go. I wonder if, I don't know, it's ever since we got back from Sweden that we've been having connectivity issues. It seems to have stabilised now. Interesting. Hazardous Frames podcast. He gets such a huge boost from... Best lap as well, what's all that about? Jesus. That's a rarity on a stream race. GG to the cheater, I agree. That's who it flipped over. Frame per second with the $5 donation. I'm gonna dip in and out this stream. I love the emote in the chat. Thank you so much, frame per second, whoever you are. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, I mean, if we don't have issues with the connection to Twitch, we are going to have issues with the Xbox and frame drops on there. So the frame rate is probably going to drop in and out. Yeah, we'll go for spots on this one. Long track. I guess we'll stick with 4, with 3 laps. It's pretty worrying when stuff like that happens. Like when you have internet issues, when you make a living from Twitch and uploading videos and streaming and stuff like that. Like, what should I choose? Let's go for the Spectre. Like your livelihood is based around having a relatively solid internet connection. And normally I'm fine. It's just ever since we got back from Sweden, there's been those odd occasions where it hasn't quite wanted to play ball. Seems to work at 5,000 kilobits a second, but as soon as you put it up to 6,000, which is what I used to be doing, it doesn't seem to want to have it. No, Sarge, we don't have a business connection. Maybe we should. Maybe it's something to look into. It would be nice to have some proper internet. Like Sweden levels of internet. Like 100 up, 100 down as default, and then you can just have gigabit if you want. We got 70 down, 20 up at the moment, which is more than enough to be able to stream normally, but that's without issues, obviously. That's weird. Okay, so city circuit. Not very often we have city circuits anymore. They aren't as common. They aren't as commonly submitted. Jodler, thank you for the bits. I'll read it after the race. Oh my god, I've missed the checkpoint. That's what I get. That is absolutely what I deserve. For trying to care boost. Come to Moscow where you can get 100 for about $5 a month and then a gigabit for $20. That's insane. We pay more for our internet now than what you'd have to pay in Moscow for gigabit. That's ridiculous. I would love to have gigabit internet. The thing is, like, the problem that we have with internet in the UK, or at least that streamers have with internet in the UK, is that there's only really one provider that is fibre optic all the way to the house. BT and every other company that uses OpenReach BT lines. They do fibre to a cabinet at the end of the street and then copper to the houses from that. Which is why the maximum we can get from that point is 70/20. But if you go with Virgin Media, you can get, I think it's like 300 down now. But their upload is shocking. Their maximum upload is 12 megabits, even if you have like 300 down. And this is obviously the one that has fibre all the way to the house. But you have that, and then you get throttled if you use too much upload. So if I was to stream at the upload rate that I do at 6,000 kilobits a second, I would get throttled after an hour, and my upload speed would be lowered, and I'd no longer be able to stream. So, like, there's no good option for streamers in the UK. You have to deal with what you've got. And those are the only two options. Ideally, I would go with Virgin Media and have some better speeds and fibre optic all the way to the house. But their upload is just shocking. Upload policies. Anyway, talking about the track. Yeah, fair point, chat. I should be happy with what I have, because there's plenty of places that are a lot worse, but there's also places that are a lot better. I'm guessing I need to move to Russia. Interesting track. It's got a cool, not too bad of a route. It's got a good selection of stunt props. What I mean by that is using the right kind of props. It's using some new inventive locations as well, which is always pretty fun. Obviously the storm drain. A lot of straights, which I guess is not typical of a city circuit. There's a few propping issues if you were wanting it to be a proper racing circuit with the metal barriers and the blimps as apex props and things, but in general... God damn it. Well, the thing that I like about this more so than anything else is that it's using stunt props to create a new experience, and again, I always say that's the sort of thing that you need to stand out. It's obviously, it's a very high-paced, fast circuit. And it's a good bit of fun. And it's using stunt road pieces to change the experience of what you would consider a regular city circuit to be. Yeah, I saw the exposed lampposts. I'm not getting triggered anymore. So yeah, it's good for a bit of fun. I imagine this would be pretty good in supers as well, like high-paced supers. Oh, it'd be good in muscles, this track. Should have done it in muscles. Piss was a dominator around here. It'd be a right challenge. Yeah, I'm liking it. Get some interesting lines in the storm drain. Top 10 hype. Okay, the frame drops there had nothing to do with the stream. That was all Xbox. And there. Oh, so now lampposts don't matter, but when you played my track... Disclaimer, Bruffy has never played my track. I never said they didn't matter. I just said my point has been made. Jodler with 100 bits. Not sure about anyone else, but my internet connection isn't the active type. Doesn't really play ball much. God damn it. Thank you for 100 bits, Jodler. Oh, what a scumbag! Cyber Demon Dan with the subscription. Thank you so much for the subscription. I am not buying the Xbox One X. What's the point? Might as well just have a PC at that point. Everything, all Xbox One exclusive games are on PC now anyway. Cyber Demon Dan, thank you so much for the subscription, man. I appreciate it. You made it into a YouTube video. For those who do watch this as a YouTube video and want to know how to watch these live when they're actually being recorded, that's on Twitch every Wednesday. I've got that 200 megabyte a second Virgin Internet upload limit to 12 megabits. I know it's insane, it's ridiculous. They've got fibre optic to most houses in the UK, yet they limit... Oh, this is a dual circuit. We're doing muscles because I've got the muscle bug now. They've got fibre optic and can deliver 300, 200 megabits a second download, yet they limit everybody to 12 upload. Stupid. Even number of laps. Sorry, my bad. There we go. It is indeed already Wednesday. 200 megabits. Yeah, not mega. I didn't say megabyte, right? I don't know. Anyway. So the way that we've gone with this stream is we've got the stunt race, then a regular race, then we've got a themed track, which is a dual circuit, then we'll have a regular race, then we'll have another themed track, which is, again, it's not really a dual circuit, but there's a dual section to it, Then we've got a regular circuit, then we'll finish up with a rally race. So a nice little mix. I can't help but use this car. It's just fantastic. I love it so much. One of my top 3 all-time favourite cars in this game. I don't care that I get called a try-hard in this car. I have absolutely no care whatsoever. I could finish last in this car to a bunch of picadors and I would still love every second of it. Alright, so we got a dual track. Looking forward to it, Blade. This reminds me quite a lot of Evo's Grapeseed duel that was in the top 10 best tracks on PS4. Top 12 it was in the end. The best of PS4. Oh, that's a car! That's a good re-entry to the track. Good job. Wow, he's not even going to wait. Really? Should have at least waited for the Sabre Turbo. It's reminding me of Grapeseed Duel, Evo's dual style circuit. I mean, I guess you can't make a...
Oh, what a scumbag!
A dual circuit around Grapeseed without using basically the same roads. Grapeseed is very limited, so it's no surprise that that would conjure up those memories, I guess. Alright, so now we're on the right hand side. We've done the left hand side. Thank you for the subscription, by the way. I shall read it after the race. So we've done the left hand side. Now we've got to do the right hand side. And we'll only know where we are overall when we come across the start finish line the next time. Why am I getting out-dragged by a Sabre Turbo Custom? I suppose when I get the top end back. I did manage to pull back in. Close racing. Still there. Good. Alright, so we're in 7th. And we've got... It looks like 2 people... Okay, we're just in 8th at the line. See, that's the beauty of dual circuits. Like, imagine that was the last lap. He was coming up with the speed on the right. There's nothing you can do to affect them. But you're not racing against each other on the same piece of track, but you are really racing against each other overall. Tried too hard. I mean, I always like dual circuits, there's no getting around it. I am a big fan of the whole concept. I think one of the best things Rockstar did with the cunning stunt creator was putting in secondary checkpoints. It's allowed for so many things. Am I missing an upgrade on this car or something? Maybe not. Oh wow! Those are crashes. Those are many crashes going on. So, I believe I am in second place on my side here. There's somebody down the end of this road who is ahead on my side. But there's also people to think about on the other side of the track as well. But yeah, I've got no real complaints about the track itself. It works well. I think Grapeseed is a great area for a dual circuit because maybe the props could be updated on the apexes after my rant last week. But you know, it does a good job of being a dual circuit. I think, yeah, as I was saying, Grapeseed is a very good area for this because there are only limited roads, which means I think the best part, I've mentioned this before, the best part about dual circuits is when they have short lap lengths so that you're sort of constantly passing the start-finish straight so you can see where you are in relation to the people who you are racing against, but you're not really racing against. You know, it only takes a minute to do half of a lap, so you're always seeing the people who you're racing against as you cross the start-finish line. Can we get one last overtake before the end? Can we get up into 4th place? And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is just by having a good lap on this one. I'm not going to actually have to overtake anybody. It just depends how well I do the lap. Okay, well that was terrible. That was god awful. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Oh, I probably could have gotten 4th place as well if I hadn't have messed that up. Damn it! Might not have done actually, he was carrying the speed, but I certainly wouldn't have lost. Boost! I mean... Yeah, I kind of did choke it at the end there. Did I get beaten by a Vajero? I absolutely did get beaten by a Vajero. God damn it. Still enjoyed every minute of it though. Because I was in the Piss Plus a Dominator. Found an issue. There is a crossover. Is that what we were looking at there at the end? Where you can switch lanes. Yeah, that's something that you do have to be careful of. I didn't notice that myself. But I guess there is something like that there. You do have to be very careful of that when you're creating a dual circuit. That there can't be any areas where you can go from one side of the track to the other side of the track. Having said that, if it's slower to go from one side of the track to the other side of the track, then it makes no difference. It's only when it's going to be quicker to do that. Like if you can go from the start of one side to the start of the other side every single time and get a shorter lap every single time. But anyway, 3 laps. Let's do Sport Classics. This is meant to be. This was submitted as a event style circuit, so high expectations for this one if it's an event circuit. Mass with the 6 months in a row. Woohoo! 6 months hub sipe. New Silver Snoopy. Here's to many more months of great content here on Twitch as well as on YouTube. I appreciate the work you put in for all of us in terms of car testing as well as the excellent podcast. Thank you so much, Mass. People don't tend to watch the podcast on YouTube as much. The viewer numbers are certainly low. But those who do watch it really enjoy it, it seems. So that's good. I enjoy it too. Thank you, Mass, for the 6 months. I appreciate it. Pineapple J with 100 bits as well. Dual circuits are fun. Look, I'm British. That's how I say dual, alright? I don't even know what Sports Classic
what a scumbag.
I have, to be honest. No codec with the 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. I have no idea what Sports Classics I have on Xbox. Thank you so much, No Codec, for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Well, the Infernus Classic works. I've got the Turismo. Oh yeah, I did get these. Should we use the Z-Type? Should we go completely... No, it's meant to be a proper racing circuit, so I wanna try and give it that vibe and to test it out. Could have done the Infernus, I suppose. Never mind. Proper racing vibes.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Because on all proper races, you swerve off to the left-hand side of the track before starting. Miguel 7M with the 9 months, 3 more for the 1 year hype. Hope everyone is okay. We're all good. Hope you're okay as well. Thank you so much for the 9 months, man. Indeed, 3 more months for the golden Snoopy. That's a tornado rat rod. Let's just skip past that. Alright, so Sandy Shores. Is this going to be a Blaine County circuit or is it just going to be a Sandy Shores circuit? Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I mean, that was a bit rough. I mean, it was lag assisted. I mean, I'm having to wait. Okay, that one wasn't. Okay, again, that's not stream lag. That was proper lag. That was Xbox lag. Alright, so this got interesting. It is indeed. Oh my god! That stupid recovering Turismo. So it is indeed a more Blaine County circuit than just a Grapeseed circuit. It's got a blimp, so it's automatically good. That's how tracks work these days, right? Alright, so there was one lap. Quite interesting. You've got like a really tight first part of the lap. And then a more open, free-flowing second part of the lap. I like it. I don't really see any issues with props apart from... I mean, I think those hay bales work fine as apex props from what I've heard. They're not my favourite to use, but they're alright. So, no real issues there. Very little in the way of metal barriers used. Obviously, with this being submitted as a proper event-style racing circuit, I'm making all the things that I talked about in last week's live stream. I'm having to focus on when having a look at something like this, making sure it's got all the right things. The bridge works nicely, and this is wide enough that normally I don't like walls on the side of these bridges, but I don't like when we don't have walls on the side of those bridges, is what I was trying to say there. But that's wide enough that it works. Those curbs are a bit interesting. I like how they're quite deep actually, they make it into an actual curb. You go too far off it. And the bridge isn't doing too much from Grapeseed to... from Sandy Shores to Grapeseed. The bridge is just a straight. And that's exactly what I feel like it should be. This is the closest thing to what I envisaged a good track around Blaine County would be, with the new style of like bridge going across the middle, linking them together. It's kind of the closest thing that I think we've seen in these, because there's been quite a few, and obviously before we had all the Cunning Stunts props, you just couldn't link the two areas together without using the big highway like it does on Blaine County 24 Hours. And we've seen quite a few variations and ways to link Grapeseed together with Sandy Shores to create a brand new track experience. And I think this has just kept it the most simple and done the best job. A lot of the others tried too much with the bridge, the linking bridge. It's not needed. It just needs to serve its purpose to get you over to the other side of the lake. The Alamo Sea. It's got enough on the infield to be interesting. I like the bridge as well. Obviously you go under this section. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like it. This is where I'd be a little bit nervous about not having walls. That section. Oh my god, I got a huge turn of pace. I got a massive rev boost. Jetta, I am so sorry. Doing so well in the Z-type as well. I got a massive rev boost that I didn't intend, and it just, I couldn't stop. I had no control. Yeah, interesting layout. Good stuff. That was a huge takeout though. I don't feel like I can take this position away now. I should just let the position go. Just stick behind. I mean, that makes it easier, obviously. Jesus. Yeah, I like that track. It was pretty cool. Frames, please. And what happened to them? Here we see that rat rod still on lap 1. I should have installed a traction control system, I agree. And automatic braking. Jetta, I'm sorry. Ah, no worries for Uja. It's a shame. Alright, so that was our 4th circuit out of 7. So, more than halfway there. Probably better if he didn't drive at all. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's do... I mean, we've done... Let's do muscle, but no piss washers or saber turbos, so it's something a little bit different. And then we'll go for 7 laps. I don't know what I actually have. Saber Turbo is fine, but not the Saber Turbo Custom. The Saber Turbo is much slower. It's no Saber Turbo Custom or Pisswasser Dominator. I don't know what I have, what my other option would be. It might even be the Buccaneer. I have no idea what my other option is on Xbox. Virgo or Riot. I don't have a Virgo or a Vigero or a... Oh, I do have a Ruiner. I have a Ruiner on Xbox. Okay. That's what I'll use. Bring out the old classic. The Ruiner from the very, very, very early days of playing GTA and making YouTube videos. The Vigero from the MCEC Vigero is on PS4. It's not on Xbox. Because I used that Vigero in the PS4 Championship in Season 2. Yeah, I could have chosen a Stallion as well, but... Bruffy where he belongs, behind bars after that brutal takeout. Oh, for God's sake. Of all the things to crash into, really? I'm going left because everybody else went right. So... Beautiful. I bet people forget that the original Ruiner is still a thing. Like they saw the Ruiner 2000 and they're like, oh, this is new. Jitter in the Buccaneer. Drive though. Everybody seems to be going to the right. I mean, I guess it is more of a natural line, but I mean, it gets me out of the way of everybody else. Yeah, put you onto the right line for this, but I gained positions there, right? Yeah, I did. I gained quite a few positions going to the left. Sweet. So, I mean, it's a pretty standard race overall, I would say. But the one thing that sets it apart is this, like, switcheroo section. This dual section, but just at the start of the lap. Very short lap. As a fun, you know, playlist. Way! As a fun playlist style race, this works for me. Missed it. Alright, let's try it out. Might not be totally representative to see where we finish, where we come out. We lost places on that one, unfortunately. We lost time that time. I think it's definitely quicker. I think it's definitely quicker to just stay, to go to the right rather than the left. And then, in that case, what's the point in having the other lane? I mean, it can be used in big clusters like I used it to gain some positions. But I normally like it when anything that has a bit of a dual style aspect to it is balanced in both ways. I haven't used the right hand lane though yet. Maybe it is balanced and that wasn't very representative because we got held up. Yeah, it's a fun playlist race. Short lap.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Tracks with short laps are always quite interesting. Thanks for the subscription, I'll read it after this. I mean, you can carry the speed all the way through there. And you're naturally set up for this corner. That's why everyone's been going to the right anyway. If they've done this track before. It's just quicker. been fun to do a muscle race without the big two, though. See a lot of variety in muscle races. Oh, for God's sake. Back down we go. Yeah, a dual circuit doesn't have to be balanced on both sides if you have to do both laps. Or both sides on one lap. But as long as that's made clear. But I meant on something like this where you have an option. And then one option is just quicker than the other. Kind of renders the other option a bit pointless. It's very similar to the dual muscle race that Rockstar made when Cunnington's was first released. One side is quicker than the other, so you don't bother using the other side. Damn it. Just as I was going to top 10. Could be used as a joker lap potentially, yeah. I don't think it's that much slower though. I don't think I'm going to get top 10. 2 laps to go. I don't know, maybe, actually. Thank you for the donation. I'll read it after this. Like the subscription. Around the outside, cut in, get hit. Can we recover before we lose 10th? No, because we choked it. God damn it. I don't think we're getting 10th. It'd have to be a mad dive down the inside to get 10th at this point. Oh no, this isn't even the last lap. I thought it was the last lap for some reason. I've thought every single lap was the last lap. Come on, top 10. Maybe there it is. I knew he was going to do that. We're alright. When you choke so much that you wish every single lap is the last lap. God damn it. Fair. Anderson Yanis with the 7 months. Tactical distraction also. That's one way to do it, I guess. Good job, Jetta. Panda with 100 bits as well. That's nice and all, but when's the drunk Euro truck stream with Sarge? Thank you for the 100 bits, man, and the 7 months. I don't know, at some point, alright? The right and left are the same in terms of distance and you know, actual layout. But good job to everybody, you know, following what we said though, and not using the Pisswasser Dominator or the Saber Turbo Custom. It's the same in terms of layout, but obviously the way that you enter and exit that section, one corner is significant, one side is significantly quicker. When we say drunk, we mean absolutely smashed out of your head. That probably isn't gonna happen. Alright, Supers, 3 laps, another city circuit. Wide open and very fast. This circuit is tailor-made for 30 races, huh? See, that's the thing. It might be fast and wide. It's obviously a fast, wide open circuit, but by the looks of it, you wouldn't use something like this for like an event-style circuit because there isn't enough slow speed stuff. Like, it's a really, really good, really fun playlist race. 30 races on Xbox, good joke. It's a really good, fun playlist race when you got, you know, flying around at high speeds and things like that. But you need some slow speed technical stuff to be able to have a proper event style circuit. I'm not saying that's what this is aiming to be, but yeah, I just had to mention that. Doesn't make for very good racing when it's all full throttle stuff. Should I use something different? I can't bring myself to do it. It's the Itali. Itali's the best. I have not tried the XA21 yet, no. I'm pretty much waiting until it comes out, which will probably be the last vehicle that they release on like the 22nd of August or something like that. Alright. I'm not going to mention lampposts. Well, I am going to mention them, but I'm not going to go on about them. Like, I'll just say lampposts, and then you guys can pick them out for yourself. Just have it as a little game to yourselves. How many lampposts are uncovered. But if it's aiming to be just a casual playlist bit of fun, then that's not really an issue, to be fair. Oh, there's the frame drops and then cars appearing right in front of me. Yay. Wait. Oh, damn it, I left it on current weather. Xbox doesn't like current weather. At least Xbox frames don't like current weather. What? Oh my god, I can't believe I heard it. That's a deadly lamppost, that one on the inside. Mark my words. Someone's going to knock that over. Right on the apex. Current time, sorry. Not current weather. I meant current time. We're not allowed to have current weather anymore. The one thing, the thing, okay, the primary thing I'm going to say about this track, it's a little bit, it feels a little bit rough around the edges. But I think with a bit of polish, it could be quite fun. You know, the high-speed nature, it's never going to be an event-style circuit. You can never have an event on this, I don't think. But, you know, it can be a fun sort of thrill ride track for a middle of a playlist sort of thing. But it is a little bit rough around the edges. Wagner is probably OP on a track like this, Jesus. Obviously we've talked about the metal barriers and the stunt tubes in last week's live stream, and there's a few key areas, you know, on a more fun circuit. I guess you don't need to really cover every single lamppost, but there are some key areas where they do definitely need covering. That apex, for example, further around the lap that I'm pointing out. But in general, I like the layout. I do. I think the layout works, and I like the sort of crisscrossy nature of the bridges. I think the bridges could be done a little bit smoother again. That's another bit where it's rough. Instead of just using one or two props or whatever it is to create a bridge and just sink it into the ground and be done with it, you kind of need to sometimes use multiple props to smooth it out a little bit more. Well, I'm certainly not against tracks like this. Oh, there's the frame drops again. Lost a position. Thank you, Xbox, for making me lose a position there. It's just a bit rough. I think rough around the edges. It could do with a bit more finesse. I like the feel of it though. I'm enjoying sort of pounding around. Look at that for a cutback. I adore this car. I absolutely adore it. Just gives me an incredible. It's my perfect car in terms of car balance and how it's set up. Just does everything I want it to do. What a beaut. I mean, I could be biased with it when it comes to this track because I am driving it in this car. Maybe if I was driving it in something else I wouldn't enjoy it as much. But I do not believe it. I do not believe it. There could have at least been some warning. At least I got the checkpoint. God damn it. That's not choke of the week. That is not the Choking Hazard podcast choke of the week. I wasn't in a good position in the first place. And I did a pretty good race though, up to that point. I was making positions. I thought I'd done well enough to get top 10 by the end, and then God damn it. I do believe Vertigo was the first track, not this. T20 actually would be pretty good on that track as well, with all the bumps. T20 loves the bumps. Now, choke of the week will be later today during G-Fred when you die on Chiliad while in the lead by a minute in a 9F. Thing is, even if I did that, I wouldn't be allowed to have choke of the week. I'm not allowed to win it anymore. Let's do... yeah, let's do 14 laps. Very, very short rallycross. Customs on. I'm using the Omnis even though it's off the pace. I don't care. I love it too much. Rally cars for this one, everybody, obviously. No regular sports cars. Why bother cleaning up hazardous waste after a train accident? It's far more constructive. It's far more fun to construct a rallycross circuit around, through and over the wreckage. Okay, this sounds interesting. Omnis round here is competitive. Oh, good. Oh, X-Spider with the $1 donation. June and July. I see what you did there. Okay, man. Thanks. I see it now. We'll watch that at the end of the stream. Pineapple J with 100 bits as well. I'd love to penetrate your Wagner any day of the week. Ah, good stuff. Thank you, Pineapple J, for the 100 bits. Alright. I don't even know what to expect from this. Oh, little jump off the start. Oh, many little jumps. Okay, there's wreckage everywhere. I see what the theme of this was. With all the wreckage from a train. Oh, we're on train tracks. This is really clever. This is really well done. Drift though. Oh, that was one lap. Jesus, short laps. So it's a train wreckage. They've been placed really well. Obviously with the train tracks. As long as the train doesn't actually spawn, you're alright. Yeah, really nice idea this. And it's not really, it's not the track itself and the layout that makes it. It's the theme. You've got the train wreckage everywhere. It's as if, as it said in the description, they've just created, it's more fun to create a rallycross track around all the train wreckage instead of just clean it up. Just made it. Ah, this is a good bit of fun. Yeah, this is... I approve. I immensely approve. No! Oh, you scum! Sorry, Anna with 100 bits. So something finally stopped the train. Damn it, 2nd to 10th. Alright, gotta make back places. That wasn't the Omnis's fault, that was all me. That was all my stupidity and terrible driving. The Omnis never does anything wrong. Good idea this. I'm impressed. I've been most impressed with the very first and very last races in this playlist. And the middle race as well. But more so the first and last, I think, than anything else. Really good idea. Karuma's gone. That's the trouble that you have with a Karuma. That's a Buffalo Jetta, that's not a rally car. I seem to remember Jetta always choosing the Buffalo in rally races. Is it just a thing? Just his thing. Oh no! No, 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 no! No! Yeah, this is good. I like it. It's just fun and action packed. And it's got a good theme and it just works nicely. Tiny laps. This is exactly, oh for God's sake. This is exactly the sort of length that a rallycross track should have. Oh, for I am done.
Oh, what a scumbag!
God damn it. I am done with Dun 1962 with a 2-month subscription. 2 months already indeed. Thank you so much, man. Okay, this was going well and then it's just gone terribly. Still, oh no, I thought that said 7th. It didn't, it said 17th. non-contact definitely recommended. So you can see why it's on non-contact by default. Someone's gone in the drink. Damn it! It's been very choke heavy this race. I have choked a lot. No doubt about it. It goes like good lap, choke, good lap, choke, good lap, choke. Oh my god. Okay, maybe it goes good lap, choke, choke, choke. Good lap, choke, 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 choke. I'm so far down at this point that you can't really call it. Oh my days. Oh my days. Yep, lapped. That's what I was expecting. Sounds about right. I was in second at one point. This has been a complete capitulation. Was that your good lap? I'm done. I'm done with you lot. Alright, come on. No more chokes. 3 laps to go. Making up positions. No more mistakes. These are the leaders I'm racing right now. I'm overtaking the leaders. Again, I'm unlapping myself. Got the 1 lap pace. Just don't have the non-choke pace. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know what is there that stopped me. No, no, no. Come on, make it. Make it, you scum. I made it. I made it. That doesn't count as a choke. I saved it. That counts as a save. It doesn't matter that I lost positions from it. That was clean. Okay. I like that track. I mean, I did terribly, but I like the track. So there we go. I was only half a second off the best lap. Counts for nothing though. Can we get a new crew leader? So there we go. Those are the 7 tracks. If anybody is watching this on YouTube wants to get these tracks, you can click the links in the description. Well, if you click to show the description, you'll see all the tracks and the links. Some good selections there. I I enjoyed that. That was good.